Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to another video of mine. My name is David Schreink, and today we're going to be doing a drawing of Transformers Elita-1 versus Kickback. Alright, time to get down to business. Starting to draw the line art for Elita-1 here, for her blaster. Trying to make sure I get in the barrel of the gun, make sure it's like facing towards the actual enemy she's pointing at, this case Kickback, who will be to the right, and I'll probably get to him after I do the blaster and a few other spots on Elita-1. I'm trying to make sure the details and stuff on the blaster look like her actual gun. Now I'm about to draw her other hand holding the bottom part of the rifle up. This angle is usually very difficult when it comes to drawing the hand holding up the rifle. I don't know how well that looks, but that's usually the best I can do based off of using reference of a person holding a rifle. Anyway, so now I'm doing her face, doing in the line details for her face, mostly like the helmet part of her head. It's definitely a very tricky head sculpt for her because she has a bunch of things going on with her head. Now I got in the chest details. Now I'm going to do some of the arms here, the shoulders, making sure I get every important piece of the character so you can recognize who it is. Now I'm doing the legs, and a lot of the details are basically coming from the toy that I'm using as reference, in terms of like the legs, the chest, and everything like that. And it's going to be the same thing for the details here on this leg here too, because this character model compared to the actual G1 cartoon actually has wheels. If you go back to G1s, there are some characters like Elita-1, RC, a lot of the characters will, where even though they may turn into some type of cyber training vehicle, like when in robot mode, like the wheels and everything disappear. And now I'm starting with Kickback. Make sure I get his blaster in as well. Make sure it's going to look like it's actually facing Elita-1 as he's about to blast her, as well as if they're at a standoff, just like the last drawing I did, just basically a standoff with both characters. Just something basic so I can simply draw two characters in the same drawing as quickly as possible, because there's only so much I can actually so much time I can record when it comes to these videos, because I use my cell phone to record these videos, and right now my phone doesn't hold a whole lot of footage, mostly up to an hour. And then once I start editing it though and speeding up, it shortens the time on the video, so it makes it smaller. But until I can do that, I have to draw as quickly as I can, trying to save time. But at the same time, it's also helping me try and draw these characters faster. Now I'm getting in here, doing more details on her face, getting her eyes and lips in there. Now doing her backpack based off the toy, as she does turn into an Earth vehicle, the toy does, compared to her original G1 counterpart, which actually does not have an Earth vehicle. A lot of the female robots from the original cartoon do not have Earth vehicles. Some of them still have like Cybertron vehicles, which is kind of cool to see this character as a toy have an Earth vehicle. Alright, now that I'm done with the line art, now I'm going to be doing the shading, blocking in all the major shadows based off where the light source is coming from. And in this case, the light source is coming from the top right. So there's going to be a bunch of shadow across her chest, the front parts of her shins here. Making sure I get all the major parts shaded in. As well as like her backpack too, it's going to have a huge shadow as well too, as the light is coming from basically the right side but towards her back, so you're going to see a lot of shadows there. But I like to keep like parts unshaded, like her thighs, especially since On the toy, those are white, so they're not really going to have a huge amount of shadow unless it was like a solid color. Now I'm going in here with Kickback, shading his arm. And now that I got all the shading done, I'm going to go ahead and start doing like the background. I'm going to be doing something different here compared to the last drawing. The last drawing I basically did like a desert with a bunch of rocks. This is going to have like trees and some grass landscapes here. Now I'm blocking the shadows real quick for these trees here. A lot of them are just going to be, most of them are just going to be pine trees, as this is going to be, in the background is going to be a mountain range. I'm going to get to that here soon. But I like to block in a lot of shadows for the trees. It's just a very simple background I like to use, part of a background I like to use, just because it's simple. And I'm adding more trees to the right here, behind or in front of Kickback. Just add a variety of different things going on in the background. That way it looks natural and not artificial. And adding some grass details as well. Shading in now the trees to the right. Blocking in the shadows for that. And yeah, just a simple background to add in with these, and definitely wanted to do something different than the last drawing, just to keep it unique and different. And that adding in the mountains, just simple shapes of the mountains, and then I'll go in and do small different details, just nicks and knacks, because they are far away. I don't really have to do a whole lot to them, but as long as they look like mountains. And I threw in some like cloud details. And now I'm going to go in now and do the hatch lines, do some of the shading areas, as well as adding in some lines on the chest as well as the arms, and adding some nicks and scratches to the armor as well. That's something I like to do with these Transformers and robots, add like just different types of details for nicks and scratches as if they've been in battle, and it just works really well. And now I'm doing Kickback's wings, kind of like insect wings, since he is an Insecticon. He basically turns into a robot grasshopper, basically. Adding some lines that go straight down on the wings, and just some more lines here and there, just adding some more details to him. But he's mostly in shadow, which makes him very simple to do. And just like the last drawing, it's just to make the focus point being Elita-1, just like the last drawing was. The focus was skids, and I just find it very simple. Now I'm outlining Kickback with a white gel pen, just to separate him as all of his shadows from the trees being shadow. And just adding a few more details to Elita-1, and that's about it. Here is the final look at the drawing from head to toe of Elita-1 versus Kickback. And there you guys have it. That was basically my drawing of Transformers Elita-1 versus Kickback. And if you guys would like to take a further look at this drawing I did today, please check out either my Instagram or Facebook, and the links to them will be down in the video description down below. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and smash the like button to pieces, and also leave a comment what you guys thought of the video down below. And please subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this. And if you would like to further support this channel, you can check out my comic book that I finished at the end of 2022. It's available on my eBay store. If you want the links to it, be down in the video description. It's basically called Twister: A New Awakening, issue number 1. But other than that, though, that is basically it. So I thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys all next time.